On this episode of RC Kicks, we're unboxing this, the VX-01 from Tamiya, a dedicated road rally car. And yeah, it's been in the collection for about a year and I haven't even built it. So stay tuned because we're unboxing it and then we're gonna build it. Hi, welcome to RC Kicks. Yes, finally, for a lot of people that have been watching the channel for quite a while, they would have known I've had this and it's been sitting in the collection, and every time it gets towards the top to be built, it gets pushed down by other things. And that almost happened again, but I pushed out to all the Patreon a list of cars that they wanted to see built, and this is what the Patreons chose, so that's what's getting built next. And between you and me, I'm kind of happy because I needed to get around to this one and it's very different, and that's what I liked about it. It has the motor right over the front wheels. Also, it has all the electronics that are contained in little tiny covers so that no gravel and dirt can get in them. Really like that idea. So we're going to unbox it, take a good look at it. Apparently the stickers don't need to be cut out, but we'll find out about that. And also the body has the arches pre-cut already, which I didn't know. So we're going to find out if that's true or not, but that's what I was told yesterday. So what can I tell you about this kit? Well, it's kit 58569. Currently they're £229. I'll put the exchange rates into different currencies for you. Now they're, of course, like most things, they are sold out, but the next one's coming into the UK. I've got an earmarked of the 11th of May. So we're currently now on the 21st of March. So still a little way to go out if you want to get one of these. What else can I tell you about it? The chassis was released originally on the 11th of July 2012. Now there's been quite a few versions of it. There's been 4 chassis. The VX-01, VX-01 Pro, the VX-01T, and the VX-01 TC Pro. What I'll do is in the description I'll put links to all of those and what each chassis does slightly differently. I mean the chassis is basically the same, but there's different damper settings. One's more leaning towards road, one's more dirt, that kind of stuff. So go check that out if you want to know more facts and figures about those. So the cars that came out, 58528 is the Subaru Impreza WRX STI. That was the first one that came out on the 11th of July 2012. Then there's 58569. That's the Subaru X, which is more like a car version. That came out on the 27th of the 3rd 2013. Then there's 58569 Lancia Delta Integrale, which is this one basically. That came out on the 19th of the 6th 2013. And one thing you can see from all these is they're constantly bringing them out, drip feeding them every couple of years, and it carries on. Then the 58573, which was the Gatso Racing TRD 86. That came out on the 9th of October 2013. Then there's 2 chassis only kits that were released with no bodies and things like that, and that's 84375 chassis only long damper spec. And then there's another one that came out which was 47349, which seems to have almost the same specification, the same naming, even though the kit number is different. So I'm not sure what's exactly different between the two, apart from it came out a good few years later. And that was the chassis only long damper spec, which looks identical to the last one, and that was on the 10th of June 2017. So this kit has gone from 2012 to 2017 in different variants. Now it turns out that the very first one that came out, which was the Subaru Impreza WRX STI, now I could be wrong, but that came out in Japan only. But I might be wrong on that one. But it turns out they're going to re-release that again this year, and it is due Tamiya Subaru Impreza WRX STI 58528, and it's got an earmarked coming to the UK on the 17th of May 2021. Now that's got a price of £245, whereas the original kit, this kit has got the price of £229. So you're going to pay a bit of a premium for that kit. So I don't know, personally looking at them, I don't think I'd pay that. I actually prefer the look of this car, even though the decals are painful. I'm tempted to do the decals using the water technique on this one, where you basically dip them completely in water and then you move them around. And I saw someone who did this and they used that technique and they had great success with it. Whereas I think trying to stick these on straight, it's going to be a bit of a challenge, this one. So let's unbox it, take a look and see what you get. Now, a lot of people who do rallying really rave about this chassis, and I can understand why. It's kind of different, and that's why I got it personally. The motor's right over the front end, everything is sealed, even the belt is sealed in its own container as well, which I really like. Right, let's have a look. So obviously it's official product from Lancia, and they're amazing cars, absolutely stunning. And the bodies, I know they're a lot of work, but they look brilliant. So I'm really looking forward to this one. So this is what you get in the box. We will cut away so you can see every little part, but let's have a look. I haven't even opened the box and I've had it in nearly a year. Right, so let's have a look. Packed in tightly. There's no fancy layouts on this kit. So we have one massive bag, which is all your ABs, ABCs, D's and E's and all that kind of stuff. So what are we greeted with first? Bumper, nothing special. Silver can, yeah, well, did you expect anything different? At least it's got damper oil in this one and it's not friction shocks like the Escort was. We have ceramic grease and some other bits and pieces, spanner, pull ties. Then we have BE, just nuts and bolts, nothing super special. Now, has it got oil diffs? It looks like it's actually got oil diffs in it. There is actually gaskets. So maybe it's got oil diffs. I don't know. I'll put below if it actually has. I can't tell off the top of my head. But it seems to have the gaskets for them. Silicon damper oil. Don't know. Maybe, maybe not. Gears. Then we've got some... obviously it's got dog bones and springs. C is... what have we got in C? Turnbuckles mainly. And a few other bits and pieces, and then lots of body pins, Right, now I can get access to the body, which is pretty stunning, to be fair. Ugh. And yes, it does have cutout arches. I never found arches to be too much of a problem personally myself, but hey, it saves me doing it, that's all good. Now it kind of leads you into this painted versus not painted. And I think the feedback I get from you guys and girls is half of you like it, half of you don't like it. So I think it should be something that they offer. You know, you should be, yes, you can get it painted or you can buy a clear one. I know a lot of people turn these into like road going cars with nice sort of metallic paints and stuff, because the car was obviously a road car as well. So yeah, I think people genuinely would rather paint it themselves, but having the option is always good. Sometimes I like painting them and sometimes I don't. The belt, four-wheel drive obviously, cool little wheels, very nice, very different. I don't have anything like that. I don't have many rally cars in the collection. Now I get asked that a lot. Why haven't you got lots of rally cars? You've got loads of buggies. There's no agenda there. It's not like I don't like them. They're brilliant. The only thing I think that maybe contributes to that is just the amount of effort and work it takes to do the bodies. It just takes so long. But the flip side is once you've done them, they look stunning. So there is no reason. I will add more. You know, it's not like I'm just a buggy guy. I like all types of RC. So you will see more rally cars on the show. As we kind of unfold. I've kind of got nearly all the buggies that I want. There's only a few missing, so I think I will naturally transition to other things, trucks, tanks, rally cars, that kind of stuff, and God help me, a plane. Right, what else have we got? Sort of a front bumper bulkhead, motor covers, hexes, lots of little tiny shims of some sort, bulkheads. Then we've got something very unique, is the mudguard flaps. Now I did hear people saying this, they made them too small, so it still lets in a lot of dirt, but they're still better than nothing. Now, if you've got a TT-02, you can get the same Delta Integrale in a TT-02, but doesn't really perform quite as well as this. Has a few issues with steering and gravel getting in. You can fix it. There is ways to fix it and stop the steering from jamming up, but this is just a more capable, but it's more expensive. So the whole, should you get a TT-02 and spend money on it, or go for something like this? That's all sort of open to interpretation. You got the belt cover, then you got the chassis itself. Quite interesting, like that. Oh, actually, one thing that's really nice, you get window masks and a lot of stickers. A lot to cut out. Now, apparently, these are cut out. Let me have a look. I can't tell. Are the decals cut out for you? No, they're not. Window masks, yay! Tamiya, thank you, because making window masks for this car, oh, that'd be a good hour and a half there. So great, good to see. What else have we got? Oh, what's that? Oh yeah, this stuff. A lot of people, I've seen people comment, what's this for? The idea is you just cut it up and you put it over the holes. So you stick it, it's to reinforce the body around the hole for the body post, so it doesn't crack. I use this stuff, it's great. I've actually got a whole reel of it. You can buy it. If you run out of little small bits like that, you can buy big sections. It's also really good for putting around the fronts and the rears. So I can highly recommend getting that stuff. What else have we got? Battery cover. Apparently the battery cover can be a bit of a pain because you have to screw it down to put the battery in and out. Not sure, but that's what I've heard. Some white bits for the body, spoiler. It actually has a hard grille, which is cool. So the detail is going to be quite high on this kit, which I really like. Tyres, rally block tyres. What else have we got? Arms, tiny little arms. Obviously, being a rally, you hope it's got more travel, but we'll find out. But nice oil, tiny little oil shocks. And then diff covers by the look of it. So building this shouldn't be that difficult. And then we have the manual and the sticker manual. And then we have the default XV-01 instruction manual. Now, the one thing I want to know is, do you have to use a half height servo? Because that's one that seems to be on the up. What servos you use? No, it seems you can use a standard servo, which is good, because I tend to have lots of those and hardly any half height servos. Right, let's cut to a montage and then we'll be right back to wrap up. So there you go, that's just a quick look at the XV-01 kit. If you've got one of these, comment below. How did you get on with it? Did you do any upgrades? Did you break it? Is there anything I need to be careful of when I'm building it? Comment below, let me know how you got on. I think on this one, I think I'm going to build the body first, because that seems to be the big challenge for this kit, and then we'll build the chassis just to mix it up a little bit for me and get the difficult one out the way first. And that's coming this week, so stay tuned for that one. And if you'd like to see more RC content, click on one of these videos and I'll see you over there soon. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.